Hey everyone, welcome to the Vince&Al Podcast. I'm Vince.
And I'm Al.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to episode 17. If you have watched us from the beginning, thanks so much for sticking with us. This has been a crazy journey, and it's only going to get better from here.
That's for sure. And if you're new to this journey and this is your first time listening, we welcome you to the family. We'd love for you to just be a part of us from now and in the future. I don't know. I think we've grown a lot, and we've said a lot, and we've talked a lot, and every single day I'm more and more excited to do these podcasts. So it's really exciting. So thank you guys so much.
It's really exciting, and I think we have a great episode in store for you today.
We do. Let's see what happens.
Without further ado, let's roll the dice. Ooh, we have a wild card. And
wild card.
Al's gonna be kicking off this episode today.
I am. All right. So I always think whenever I think wild card, it makes me crack up because I always want to go to sports, but I really don't have much that I want to talk about in the sports. And this is in Hollywood. I know you're a huge movie fan. But this is more of like a Hollywood drama kind of thing. And this article is produced by the Los Angeles Times.
Can I take a guess as to what it is?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
I could be way wrong. Is it Kevin Hart?
It's not.
Oh.
It isn't.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't hear what happened.
Oh, I'll make this be like 30 seconds. He was caught cheating with some girl in his car, which essentially he had a first relationship. He was married to one girl, and she broke up with him because he was caught cheating. So he married this new girl, and then he just got caught cheating again. But apparently his new wife is sticking with them through it though, and he's coming out and saying that wasn't him, and it's like, come on, man, you're on video. That's you. No one can replicate your voice except for you. No one is that same height except for you. That's you, dude. That's funny. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I did hear about that.
That's so funny.
But I'm not sure if you heard about this. Producer, very, very famous producer, Harvey Weinstein.
Okay.
Did you hear about what's happening right now?
Maybe. Just
okay, so
roll
the title of this article by Los Angeles Times is Los Angeles Times? Yeah. It says Harvey Weinstein is finding that few in Hollywood want to be on his side. First and foremost, do you know who he is?
I do. And his company, the Weinstein Company, or Weinstein, however you want to pronounce it, big movie industry too. Like that's his production company essentially.
He looks familiar to me, so I never knew his name personally, but his face is familiar to me, so. And I'm sure you guys as the audience know what I'm going to talk about. So I really don't know, and there's a lot to this article, and I'm just skimming through it. But, and it's hard for me to talk about this because I don't know all about it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes when I talk about something like this, and I don't know all about it, I feel like I shouldn't be talking about it. But I want to do like the main things, and maybe I'm even saying all this wrong. But he has left his producing company just recently, or something like that, and he's going into either rehab or something like that because of all of these sexual harassment accounts that have come out all of a sudden. Just all of a sudden, all these sexual harassment accounts of him sexually harassing women, many women throughout these years of him being a producer. And there are a couple of thoughts that are going through my head. But what are your general thoughts on what I just told you?
Well, I have to admit, I actually have not heard of this. Most of my movie news stimulates to like what's coming out or what trailer came out or who was cast where. But I don't really know about the inner workings of Hollywood. And I'm not up to date with all my actor, director, producer knowledge, I guess. So this kind of struck me as a little bit of a surprise. The first thing that jumps to my mind is, dude, that's not cool. obviously. But another thing, it always makes you wonder. It's oh, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. It's I don't want to get anybody angry. Um, well, I
No,
guess
talk about it.
I guess I'll say it. I guess I'll say it. Sexual harassment's not cool. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It's not cool. But it makes you wonder, it's like, was he seriously sexually harassing him? Or were people being a little bit too sensitive? That's kind of what I always wonder about. Because everybody perceives things differently. But if he's going into rehab, then yeah, it must have been serious.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I said never mind.
No, and I totally I agree with that. I think it's kind of sad with how our culture has started to go with. I'm seeing a lot of big name people getting in deep water about either anti-women comments. With I'm not even sure if you heard about the Cam Newton comments that he made.
Have you seen the? Oh, that's funny because you said Cam Newton, and I was thinking of James Cameron, like they both have Cam in the name.
Yeah, what happened with James?
Yeah. Real quick, what happened with Cam?
Another thing. So he was in an interview. I like how this is going, but this isn't. I think it's cool.
We're doing like little spin-offs here.
We are. So what Cam Newton, what was happening is he got asked by a female reporter about a particular play on his football team and how him running his routes affected the game, something like that. And Cam Newton, before he answered her question, and this when I heard it, it made me cringe because, especially in the time that we're in right now, I don't think Cam should have made those comments. But he said, "It's funny to hear a woman talk about routes."
Oh.
And then he answered a question. And it wasn't like it was directed in a negative manner, but the comment in and of itself should not have been made. And even me at that point, I was like, "What are you doing, Cam?" Like,
even if he was trying to make a joke, that's not even funny. Like, I'm not saying it's offensive. I don't think it's offensive. I don't think it's funny either. It's just kind of like, if I was watching the news, I would have breezed right past it. I would have never really looked into it. But I can see where that's messing with some people, yeah.
Exactly. And like I said, I don't understand why he made those comments. I don't particularly agree with his comments, but it also kind of frustrates me because, like I said, once again, Cam Newton should not have made those comments. Football is a sport. It's not. Yes, men play that sport. There's also female leagues. But what frustrates me is I've heard this plenty of times where a girl says it's funny to hear a boy talk about makeup and nothing happens, right?
Exactly.
It's funny to hear about a boy talk about princesses, for example. I'm sure people have said that, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like asking someone about makeup or talking to girls about what people would deem as a girly subject, not because I don't know, I just heard to hear what they have to say about it, and then someone will say, "It's funny that you're talking with us about that." And I didn't take that offensive. I didn't take that as hurt. And I think just how the society is that as soon as a guy says something like that, he's a criminal, he's a crook. And like I said, you should not have made those comments.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about this woman's livelihood, and her job is to talk about football. But at the end of the day, I think just like a lot of other things, is that it got blown out of the water.
Yeah. I'm glad you were able to shed some light on that, because I do think I did see a headline, but I just didn't really read into it too much. So with James Cameron, he directed the Titanic, Terminator, I believe Terminator 2. I could be wrong. Obviously Avatar is the biggest one. A lot of big blockbusters, right?
Yeah.
And by far, one of the top 3, maybe top 2 biggest blockbusters of the summer was Wonder Woman. I'll save this for another time. No, I'm not into men. I don't think that men are superior. I don't think that way. I don't think Wonder Woman was a great movie. But what James Cameron came out to say was that he thought Wonder Woman sucked as a movie because of how much it objectified Wonder Woman as an icon. And I thought that was a lot of people are giving him backlash. It's like, shut up, James, you don't know nothing. It's a great movie. A lot of other people are saying, well, if you're thinking it's objectifying women, how about look at your I think there's a sex scene in Terminator or Terminator 2, where there's definitely some nudity of a female, and it's like, well, if you're objectifying women, at least there wasn't nudity in your movie, which you directed a scene. Um, you know, Also Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio paints a woman naked. That's gonna get some people aroused, so that's, I mean, that is what that is.
Yeah.
If you Even in Avatar, there's a PG-13 sex scene. I mean, it's so people are pretty much saying you're just trying to find the littlest thing about Wonder Woman to pick on, and he's like running with it. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the last thing we're talking about, which is how long we've talked about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein was fired from Weinstein.
Really?
Just
Wow.
because he's allegedly, it has not been proven yet.
Really?
He's allegedly been in these. And I think that's also the frustrating thing. Like, companies are so quick to fire or drop people.
Oh yeah.
For example, Cam Newton had a partnership with this. It was a yogurt company or a water company, I forgot. But they dropped him just for the comments that he made.
Wow.
And they weren't even that. They weren't. I don't know. It's just how much power sometimes people have, and they use it inappropriately. And perhaps Harvey did do these things, which is, like I said, is not right. It's not fair.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that his legacy isn't ruined because he has done some great things. But this is definitely the hot topic in Hollywood at this moment, and there's a lot of back and forth going on. But I'd like to see what the final say is.
Yep. While it lasted, Weinstein Company, when this guy still was in charge, 3 movies that come to mind that I loved by you: The Hateful Eight, Lion, that's in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. That was a great one. And The Founder. So, like I said, while it lasts, I do appreciate those movies. Before we roll on to the next topic, real quick, we just want to give a quick shout out to a channel that watches us, the Ruby Tuesday. Just wanted to say thank you so much for always tuning in, and we definitely love your content. I think I messaged you saying we wanted to give you a shout out because you're always commenting, and thank you so much. But really, to everybody, thank you so much for commenting. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and Ruby Tuesday. I'm gonna echo what Vince said. Thank you. We're a small channel, and we admire, and we kind of look up to you guys. Or look up to your channel. Because just to have a bigger channel, and you have a couple thousand subscribers, and you're taking your time out of your day and commenting on various amount of our episodes, it just means a lot, and it means the world to us. And we definitely look up to you, and we definitely want to get to the point that you are one day. And we're definitely going to ask this formally, but this is informal. Could we possibly, if you're hearing this, do a special guest and have you? That would really make our day.
That really would. And, we'll find out. If you're not listening, that's totally cool. But we'll find some other way to reach out to you besides just this informal invite. But that would be awesome, and something to think about. But really, shout out to you guys. There's 2 of you, there's 2 of us. It's cool. But thanks for your support. With that, we're going to roll on to the next topic. You good to move on, Al?
I'm good.
Awesome. Let's roll. Okay, this is funny. We both got a wild card.
Wow.
All right, so 2 in one day, no problem with me. So,
Down.
yeah, originally, I wanted to do my next midweek segment as a fall lookbook. I would try to add pictures as I spoke along the way, and it would be, what are some fall essentials in your wardrobe? Al, you're a very fashionable young man. Um, so I have a few picks of my own, but I wanted to ask you, what do you think are some fall essentials? We're talking accessories, from any accessory, hats, shoes, pants, clothes, you name it, jackets. Are there any that instantly come to mind?
Fall is definitely one of my more favorite seasons for various reasons. Um, with the wardrobe aspect, you can do a lot in fall. You can put many layers on, or you can do minimal layers. It really depends on the day. I just think fall in general is just such a beautiful season. It's a transition. Um, Cliche, a celebration from what we did in the summer, and it's kind of progressing and winding down for the winter. For me, I personally, I I love rain jackets, and rain jackets obviously are used for the for rain, but I really love this look of I have this black rain jacket, and I had one before, and it kind of got ruined, so I had to make sure, and I went and got another rain jacket, Lancet. It's really nice. And I invested in it. It was like a $50 jacket that I was like, why am I doing this? But I wear this a lot, especially in early fall where in the morning it's like 50 degrees, so it's not too cold, but it's jacket weather. And I will wear it with almost anything, whether I'm dressing up, whether I'm dressing down. It goes with a lot. First of all, because it's black. And it's also really, I feel like I love rain jackets because they're really comfortable. But with what I wear, I typically like to wear pants. If it's a 70, 80 degree day, I'm going to take advantage and wear shorts. But I like pants, whether that be, the original Adidas sweatpants, with the 3 stripes along the legs. I wear joggers a lot, even though it's not really in style much anymore. I personally I just got my first pair of jeans. Depending, I like a lighter look, not really a blue jean, a tighter fit. I don't really know. I think it's cool people wear scarves. That's not really my thing, and hats aren't really my thing either. And shoes, you gotta have something that goes with your outfit. I think shoe complements the outfit. But what are your go-to fall things, Vince?
I have to say that's so funny. You just picked up like your first pair of like serious jeans, because I just did the same. I forget if I mentioned that to you or not before. Um, but yeah, okay. So as far as like my fall lookbook, I'm gonna kind of start at the top and work my way down to the bottom. And I've had a lot of time to think about this, so I'm just kind of gonna spit stuff out. As far as what you should wear on top of your head, if you are into beanies, this is technically beanie season, because you're outside much more now in the fall than you are in the winter. So if you want to get that look, I think fall's the time to do it. I think dad hats are an extreme summer thing, but I think the second season to wear them would be fall. Because if you think about a dad hat, it's only like black, gray, maybe like a tan or a navy, and all those are just such great fall colors. Working your way down, I never even thought of that. You're right, Al. Scarves are great for the fall, and if you can pull one off, um, that's a great accessory. Um, you you hit the one of the big key points, kind of like a windbreaker slash utility jacket or just a nice raincoat. That's perfect, and that's gonna really carry you through until spring. Um, so yeah, kind of like a light yet heavy jacket. Really, fall colors can be any color, but if you're looking at specific colors from head to toe, your army greens, your burgundies, maroons, tans, browns, Blacks, grays, you name it. They're all such great colors. Even all white is pretty crisp. I love to have a really nice vest. Not one that's super athletic, but not one that's super puffy. Just a nice form-fitting vest. I think it really spruces up an outfit. As far as shirts, I think flannels are really hot in the fall because so many rich colors on that flannel, and they come in so many different colors. I would say flannel's probably my number one choice for the fall. As far as pants go, I think you're fine with any pants, whether it be jeans, um, like a khaki. I think you're good to go. In shoes, a lot of people say that Timberlands are a winter thing, and I know that Timberlands are kind of expensive, but if you do have a pair, I think why not bust them out in fall? I think it's a great fall shoe. Um, but to me, fall is a lot of chukka or mid-ankle cut shoes. Not necessarily a high top, but something that's in between that and a low top. I think kind of like more of like a boot, but not really. I think all of those are such great stylish things for the fall. But the biggest thing about fall is the enrichment of colors through the trees and the fact that you can wear shorts, you can wear pants, you can wear a coat, or you could wear a t-shirt. It's that one season where you can wear whatever you want and still be warm. Um, so that was kind of my quick little breakdown of the fall essentials, if you will. And if you don't have any of those things, you're still going to be styling no matter what. It's really your personality that captures your look, not your clothes. But if you do have some clothes and you can throw together some fall outfits, you're going to be all set.
Yeah, and tying in with what we talked about in the first topic, I think to hear two guys talk about clothing styles is kind of funny. Um, but it's something that Vince and I both like to talk about and both value. And I don't know, we just like looking good. And I'm not sure if this is like when you dress up, you want to look good. But for me, even when I dress down, if that makes sense, I still want to look good. I still want good clothes, good fitting shirts. Fitting sweatpants or anything like that. I'm not really a big fan of the baggy look, so that's all I really have to say regarding the fall styles. But I really like to hear what you had to say and your views, and definitely all the things that you said are definitely in style. So.
Oh yeah, and going back to what you said about like even when you dress down, you want to look good. I'm not one of those people that just throws on a hat and walks out the door. I gotta style my hair, then put on my hat. Although no one can see
Yeah.
it, it's just so I know. I mean, I go to bed and no one sees me, but like I still try to color match my outfit as I go to bed. As weird as that is. I know I try. I know that you try. I think you're pretty fashionable. Um, I know the viewers, you guys can't see us. One day you will. Trust me. Um, we'll do a reveal if our channel gets big enough. But it's just I think that I just wanted to give like that quick little outline. So if you do have options, you kind of know what to wear. But like I said, it's really the person on the inside that makes up your personality. But we're running kind of long here, so I'm gonna end this with a quick quote. Um, this is just kind of a fall quote. It's more of a saying. It goes like this: I am such an autumn person. Give me a quiet, cozy spot with a simple view of gorgeous trees and colorful leaves on a crisp fall day. Fuzzy socks, a warm drink, a good book, and I will be in my glory. Um, if that doesn't really capture fall, I don't know what does. Fall's such a beautiful season, and as soon as you're done with this podcast, just go outside and take it all in because enjoy it while fall's still around. It's a beautiful season.
Yeah, that twist and put into words everything that I have to feel or that I feel about fall. So,
Yeah.
without much further ado, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I just have been having a blast as of late, just doing the things and doing the thing that I love, with my good friend, great friend, best friend Vince, and we'll just keep going. And him saying that we'll do a face review later down the road, that's gonna be true. But still got some ways to go. But thank you guys once again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Peace.
Peace, guys. Whenever the music wants to cue. There we go. Have a great day, guys.